Welcome back! I haven't done a video in like 4 or 5 years. I still own the boat and I have continued renovating it, but there came like 1,000 things in between, so I couldn't do any more videos. I started education up in Gothenburg, so I sailed my boat up there. I had my boat there in the west coast of Sweden for 3 years. Then I started studying to become a commercial captain, not for big ships, but for smaller commercial inshore boats. And that's where I met Stina.
Woo! That's me.
So we met during the studies to become a commercial captain.
About a year ago.
And then we ended up on another sailing boat. My brother bought a boat in Mallorca.
Porta de Palencia.
Porta de Palencia. I was done studying for a commercial diver, so I didn't have a job and I had time to sail it home, which he hadn't. So I asked if Stina wanted to join to sail the boat from Mallorca to Sweden. So we set sail from Mallorca after probably like 4 weeks of fixing that boat, because of course the engine on that boat, it went to hell. So I had 3-4 weeks of just fixing the boat to be able to take it from Mallorca to Sweden. Then we started sailing. We came some way, but then I had to do an Ironman, a half Ironman.
Had to do.
I had a half Ironman booked in Helsingør, so I had to travel back home to Sweden, do the Ironman, and then ended up traveling back with you to Torrevieja. And then we took the boat from Torrevieja to
Lisbon.
It was all the way to Lisbon. We did some stops on the way.
Of course. The whole trip, like, all together took maybe 4 weeks.
We took the boat to Lisbon, and then my brother ended up traveling down. And you ended up traveling home, because you didn't want to do Bay of Biscay, because this was your first time on a boat, sailing vessel.
First time on a sailing vessel. I went from Mallorca to Lisbon. So I thought that was it for me. When we passed through Gibraltar, through the night, there's a lot of orcas in the area, there's a lot of other ships in the area, and we had hundreds of problems. So after that night I felt like I need a break.
But it was quite good that she didn't do Bay of Biscay, because me and my brother, as soon as she left, we had rough weather all the way almost to Kiel Canal. And after that, we got an apartment in Malmö.
We moved to Malmö.
I got a job as a commercial diver, and you had some studies.
I study on distance, what you call it. Yeah. So, and I lived in Malmö before, so I have a lot of friends there. So we moved in an apartment like 4 minutes away from my best friend. So I was very happy. But this fellow wasn't not very happy.
I wasn't very happy at all.
So we lived there for like 6 months or something.
I missed my boat a hell of a lot. I didn't have anything to do in Malmö. My boat was still in Gothenburg, so I couldn't really go there very easy. It's like a 3.5-4 hour drive just to get there.
Yeah, we decided that we should move to Karlskrona. We might probably have a summer cabin. So here's where we stay now.
And we could put the boat on land, in the garden.
We have some square meters over there where the boat just magically would fit.
We moved from Malmö to Karlskrona in February.
Yeah.
And then we lived here for 1 month, and then I had to go back for a month in school. And that was perfect because I had the boat there and I could work on it every day. Then I could replace my engine, which I broke about 1.5 years ago. So I took out my old engine, the Volvo Penta 2003, and I got a good deal on a MD 2030 Volvo Penta. So I swapped that out, which sounds easier said than done. It was a hell of a lot of work to get it to fit in place. When it was in place and I had put the boat in the water, I started it and it sounded very good for probably like 2 minutes until I saw smoke coming from it, and that's where all of the problems began. So I had some bolts that were too long that went into the drive plate, I think it's called. So I had to take them out, put some distance plates behind those, put it back, that's fine. Ran it for 10 more minutes and then a knocking sound came. And that's when I realized I had one bad spreader, diesel spreader. It took like, I think 1 whole day just to realize that it was the spreader, and then I had to replace that one. Everything's good. We could get sailing, take the boat back to Karlskrona, so Stina came up to Gothenburg to sail it with me. So we started sailing it for 1.5 hours. We had to go with engine because we had really no wind. I just wanted to try giving a bit more throttle. When doing that, like power from the engine went down. It was still revving, but it wasn't giving any output power, which meant we had to call
the rescue.
Search and rescue in Gothenburg, and they took us back to Valham, the harbor we were at, and then I had to take off the gearbox and realized the dampening plate that's behind the gearbox were all trash. The rubber had just melted away, so something had been rubbing against the dampening plate. So I think they had put on my gearbox a long time before some not original part which were rubbing against the dampening plate. Switched that out and then filed down this piece of metal that were rubbing, put everything together, and then it worked.
It did.
That took about 2.5 days, so we only took it to another harbor.
In the wrong direction.
Just to give it a try. I wanted to have it closer to school before ending school, so we took it a bit further up. So I had a minute to the boat instead of 40 minutes driving to the boat. But after that, me and a friend, we took it back to Falsterbo, where my brother jumped on, and we took it all the way to Karlskrona, where we met you. And here we are now. So the boat is in the harbor, and the plan is to lift it up and take it to the empty space in our garden. Okay. So we can do some extensive renovation during this upcoming year. We have to remove a teak deck, We have some rebuilding to do and repainting. So we have many projects coming up.
The list is long.
Very long.
Very long.
But it's much easier to work on the boat when you can walk 30 meters and be on the boat. So I'm looking forward to getting it here. This video is quite a jump start because we didn't know we wanted to film everything, and then we said, what the heck, let's just do it. It's a fun memory to have when doing this kind of stuff. So some of the videos before this is not filmed in the correct way to get a YouTube video, but from now on we're gonna try to get some good videos for you to see all of our renovations and sailing and some gardening work for you.
Maybe.
Next up is trying to lift the boat.